Hello everybody, my name is Dude, and welcome back to Hat in Time Custom Levels. Today we're playing Ace Attorney, A Hat in Crime. There's only one act out currently. It's an Ace Attorney kind of thing. You know the deal, probably. We're a lawyer. If you don't know what Ace Attorney is, we're a lawyer, and we gotta keep somebody from getting arrested or put on trial on death row or something. For murder! I guess. Also, the music's probably going to be copyrighted. If it is, I'm turning it off. Why not? When it finishes loading. Yeah, that's copyrighted. This is the official music from Ace Attorney. Great. So this is the, Dead bird prison. This is nothing to joke about. What? I'll have to pin this on someone. Someone like her! Oh my god. It's the murder from before in Murder on the Owl Express. But that was fake though. If I pin it on her, then nobody will expect me. 9:03 a.m. Dead Bird Court Lobby. Birduary 15. Birduary? This was the beginning of a series of cases, mostly involving birds. On the 15th of Birduary 2018, Hat Kid stood in the lobby of Dead Bird Court. Oh, hey. Hey, darling, you ready for this trial? Your auntie's freedom is on the line. Hat Kid's uncle's sister was accused of murdering an express owl on the Owl Express. I know the conductor is most definitely rigging this trial in one way or another. It'll be your job to see through his deception. I know you can do it, darling. Thank you for the vote of confidence, but I've never been a lawyer before. On this fateful day, a fervent battle for truth and justice was about to begin. 9:05 a.m., Dead Bird Courtroom number 5. Would you like to enable hints? Yes, please, because I'm terrible at this. I'm actually Oh, hey, Snatcher! How's it going? Ha! Bet you weren't expecting a gavel slam, huh, folks? Too bad! My court, my rules! This judge looks pretty familiar to Hat Kid. Now then, fools! Court is now in session for... Hey, kid! What's the defendant's name again? 7 letters. I can't fit pet neck in there. Goodman. Why not? John Goodman is the defendant. Why, I don't know. But he is now. There you go. Of course! That was a test to make sure you had your wits. Court is now in session for John Goodman. Is the defense ready? Always, Your Honor. We're doing just fabulously. That's great. And you, prosecution? Prosecution is ready to win this thing. You don't have a chance of getting a not guilty, I can assure you. Wonderful. And would the prosecution like to begin their opening statement? Certainly, Your Honor. Ahem. On the 12th of February, at 8:03 p.m., the victim was stabbed to death with a knife. According to the autopsy report, the victim was stabbed 3 times, all in the same general location. The crime took place on the Owl Express in the boiler room. I've added these crime details to the court record. Crime details added to the court record. Cool. Hey, darling, usually if you were the head defense, you'd be able to look at the record. But since you're co-defense right now, I'll just ask occasionally if you want to look at it. Like right now, you want to look at that evidence you just added? Heck yes. Great, take a look. Paper attorney badge? It's a paper attorney badge. TZ Grooves made it for you. You're a 100% genuine attorney. Totally. Crime details. February at 8:03 p.m. Okay, so that's the exact same line again. These are pictures of the crime scene. They were taken on the 13th. Okay, that's a dead bird. That's my aunt standing over. Ooh, very incriminating. I can't wait to pass down the guilty verdict. I want to do it right now. Not so fast, we haven't even had any witnesses yet. You have any more evidence, Conductor? Why, yes, I do. This is Owl Express schedule, detailing the raids that the train had done. It says that this particular trip lasted 3 days, from the 9th to the 12th. The train ride started at 9 a.m. on the 9th, and then at 11 p.m. on the 12th. Pictures on the train schedule have been added to the court. Now listen here, my dear Conductor. I hope you know that me and my partner here won't let you get away with a guilty verdict. Ha! And vice versa to you, DJ Picnic. We're in a court of law. That kind of language is unacceptable. Who cares, really? We'll find it. The first witness I'll be calling is a member of CAW. Bailiff, bring that guy in here. Make it snappy, or else. Hey, darling, want to look at the call record before the witness comes in? Yes. Whoa. This is... Okay. Trip that the victim was killed. So it's the same text as before. Okay. And that's no different. That's just those two. Okay. Sure. We'll do that. Well, go ahead, I guess. All right. Give us your name and occupation. Name, classified. Occupation, also classified. What? My identity must be kept classified. Oh, hang on there, lassie. I can't proceed with this trial without getting your name and occupation, so cough it up. Is the state of the universe in jeopardy if I do not comply? What? Yes, totally. Oh yeah, if you don't, the world will end. All existence will come to a close. I see. Well, for the betterment of the universe, I shall declassify. Name, Anonymous. Occupation, Owl Detective. That doesn't look like an express owl at all. I have a very vital and classified sum of information that I shall be relinquishing to the bird court. Yeah, that's right, you better. But information is not free, you see. Information is valuable. I'm not asking for money, however. Information for information. I shall ask the one on the defense. Riddle me this, head adornment-wearing neonate. What is your favorite color? I don't know, I like blue personally. Not because it's like a boy thing, but more like I like looking at the ocean and the blue sky and stuff. I'll say blue. Incorrect. It is smargarin. Smargden. You have failed the test, but I shall partake in this provision of information regardless. So what if I had entered that? Behold. Behold what? Oh. Testimony. Alright. So I was taking a ride on the Owl Express, when suddenly I hear the outcry of another one of my fellow express owls. Due to my great concern of this event, I followed the noise to the boiler room. I walked in to a most chilling sight. One of my dear fellow express owls has been murdered, stabbed with a knife. And when I discovered this body, I discovered the culprit too. An old woman. I had caught the killer in the act. And as the clock chimed, it signaled the moment the killer was caught. Did it? Aha! A very decisive... What? I didn't click on. And I can't wait to hand down a guilty verdict. I can't wait to hear the victim cry in distress. Ha 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 ha! And yes, what he said. But since I'm currently a judge, I have to be non-biased. As such, I'll be giving the defense a chance to cross-examine. Defense, prepare your weapons of logic. We're on it, Your Honor. Alrighty, darling. This is the big part. The cross-examination. All you have to do is choose which statements you want more information on. Shout, hey! And I'll take a look at that statement. Either by choosing press, and then you expose contradictions by what? By presenting a piece of evidence using the present button. Give them a good zing. But don't present unless you're sure it's right, or you get a penalty. 4 of those and it's game over. Don't worry, you've got this, darling. Okay. That kid was prepared. Doodrun was not prepared. Doodrun was not prepared at all. Okay, so... Next statement. One of my fellow express owls. Press. Just press a little bit. Are you sure it was an express owl? Positive. I know what a fellow express owl sounds like. A noise such as hoot, hoot. It was quite chilling indeed. Due to my great concern of this event, I followed the noise to the boiler room. Next statement. Stab with a knife. Okay, yeah, that's correct. October 2, an old woman. Signaled the moment the killer was caught. Chimed? Yes, when a new hour starts, the clock chimes. Such as 6 a.m., 7, or in this case, 8. I could find something about the statement to be off. There's got to be a contradiction here somewhere. The testimony is suspicious. Yeah, the killer was caught at 9, weren't they? Crime details. 8:23. Yeah, that's wrong. Zing! Hold it right there. There's something pretty off about what you just said. What would you be off about such a statement? You say you caught them in the act when the clock chimed, yes, darling? Yes, that is indeed what I said. Does that bother you? It does, actually, because the murder happened 30 minutes after the crime. Or 30 minutes before, if you consider the next hour. How can you explain this inconsistency, darling? Hey, now listen here. I'm not going to take this. Sure, that may be true. But maybe I'm mistaken. I saw the body and the defendant. The blood looked fresh, too. I never said I walked in at 8 or at 8:30. Allow me to revise that testimony I gave. It's flawed. Now there will be no lies in my court, or else you'll regret it. I did not lie. I simply misspoke and omitted information. Allow me to explain. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead again. I got all day. As I said, I was taking a ride in the Owl Express. I'm not going to tread over my previous testimony, as I only need one to correct one statement. I arrived at the moment which I assumed to be the moment of the crime. Obviously, I assumed false. What? I never clarified what time I saw them at. I saw them at 12 a.m. Clock chimed for a new day. That clears it up, does it not? What? No, that doesn't clear it up, because 12 a.m. would be you found it at midnight. When? The day of the crime? Which means you said the blood looked fresh. 12 a.m. would not be that, though. Here we go. The contradiction is eliminated. Take that, DJ Picnic. Don, we have to find a new contradiction in this testimony. You got this. We can find this new contradiction. Whenever someone lies to cover up a lie, more lies are exposed. That's true, yeah? Alright, so. I already know which one's the problem. Next statement. Next statement. I assume to be the moment of the crime. No. I think it's the, press. Let's check this real quick. Well, why didn't you clarify the actual time? I didn't think it mattered. It matters 100%, Mr. Immis. It matters immensely. Then prove to me that it matters. That's just the thing. That I do. I believe it's the train schedule. PM. Ha! Yeah, it couldn't have chimed for a new day. It couldn't have. What is it this time? Mr. Anonymous. Take a look at this. The train schedule? What of it? It says the train's ride ended at 11 p.m. on the 12th. Oh, how disappointing. I was expecting you were going to pull some sort of elaborate shouting thing. You expect to catch me with that? Easy. I didn't find the body on the 12th. I found it at 12 a.m. on the 11th. There opens a second contradiction, however. I beg your pardon. On the 11th, the victim had not died yet. Ha! The crime had not been committed yet. How would you have seen it, Mr. Immis? Well, you see, I one thing that well? Heh. What is the meaning of this, Immis? I'll just sit there like a deer in the headlights. This is badgering. Come now, it shouldn't be that hard to fix this. Your testimony truly didn't have any flaws. Heh. The witness should be speaking for themselves. Have you know I'm a certified bad prosecutor. I'll do what I have to. Now, Amos, do something. Of course. Of course I can explain it. Well, not me, but I know someone else who saw the crime. You, Yeah, a second witness, of course. The conductor knows of the second witness. I do? I mean, I do. Oh, yeah, that witness. I know that one. Yes, indeed. One of my fellow express owls. The one who saw the killer enter the room. Definitive proof. Your Honor, permission to call the second witness? Permission granted. Thank you, Your Honor. What's just happened? What happened was you're losing. This turn of events makes Hat Kid very peeved. Bailiff, bring in the second witness. I'm gonna stop the voices because it hurts now. Weren't you the guy that got murdered? Alright, give us your name and occupation. Oh, Died Bird Express Owl. The Mr. Bird? Our previous witness, Mr. Immis, said you'd be able to clear up the contradictions in his testimony. Yeah, I can do that. I saw the killer go into the boiler room. Yeah, I guess I'll testify. This guy looks like the bird that died. So, I don't know. Okay, so I was in the dining room, which is 2 rooms away from the boiler room. True. I saw this big old lady. She grabbed a knife from the kitchen. I saw her walk towards the boiler room. I wouldn't have followed them, but they were wearing my hat. I really liked that hat. So I followed her into the boiler room. I saw her standing over the body of one of my friends holding a kitchen knife menacingly. That and photos. Hat Kid is now double peeved. Now, darling, every testimony has a contradiction. Expect the ones that don't. Okay, this guy's voice is super easy to do. I'm just gonna keep doing Grooves' voice and nobody else's. Maybe the Express Owl one, too. But I'm pretty sure this one does, I think. Press X to doubt. I doubt him. I did actually press X. There we go. Alright, so he said something about the hat. Next statement. Next statement. Press for a second. Your hat. Yeah, I left my hat in the room, but it appears that old lady picked it up. It's a one of a kind. She put it on the victim before killing him. I don't know why she would do such a thing, but yeah. What hat are you wearing right now? Same hat. I did get it back eventually. I can testify to that. I did indeed give him his hat back. Got it. That can't be right, though. Got the hat back, but that can't be right. That can't be right, but that's about the only contradiction I can find. Go for it, I guess. No, that's not it, damn it. Don't think there's a contradiction here. Yeah. I fucked up. Okay, so 2 rooms away from the boiler room, yes. No. Don't present. I wanted to go back. Okay, so... You're pretty... Anyone confirm that it is indeed 2 rooms away? It's 2 rooms away. Oh yeah? How can you be so sure? This is my peck-and train, you peck-neck. Right. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Grab the knife from the kitchen. Alright. Is the kitchen really that open? Yeah, it kinda is. So I walk towards the boiler room. You're wearing my hat. So I followed him to the boiler room. I saw her standing holding that kitchen knife menacingly. Aha! The knife was in the body, though. Right? Yeah, the knife was in the body. There we go. I was close. I was close. I was on the right track, but the wrong direction. So you're sure that she held the knife when you found her? Yeah, she finished stabbing the victim and was holding the knife. It dripped the blood of her enemy. Sorry, Mr. Bird. Yeah, thank you for your concern. No, I mean, sorry I'm gonna expose you. Pfft, exposed? You sound pretty dramatic right now. Isn't this a courtroom? That kid wonders why this owl's such a meanie. No, Mr. Bird. Take a look at this picture. Uh-huh, what about it? Where's the knife? It's, right... Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's definitely not where I said it was. So how do you explain this? Pretty easily, actually. I just misspoke. Wait, what? There's also... Is that blood or a button on this? I guess it was in the victim, but does that really change anything? Well, looks like DJ Loser isn't that great at his job. The lassie over there is better than you. Can I go now? I need to eat my fish at home. Well, then that's a pretty conclusive trial. You proved a lot of inconsistencies, but never actually proved who the true killer was. Guess I could just end the trial here if you're gonna waste our time. No, wait. Well, you do have any idea who the killer is, then? Well, what about you, kid? Do you have an idea? The victim is the killer. The victim was never dead in the first place. I could whisper something in DJ Grooves' ear. Are you crazy? That's worth a shot. Oh? You have an answer? Yes, we do, Your Honor. What? The defense would like to propose the killer is... the victim! What? The pack? That's right, the victim. You mean a suicide? Nay, not a suicide. The victim is still alive. Hoot, hoot! It's quite the hoot you're stirring up, but where's the victim then? Right in this courtroom. You can't be serious. That's right, the victim and the killer is... Mr. Dead Bird. Ha! The victim never died because the death was faked. This is quite a hoot. Have you lost your mind? The victim is the killer? Of all the crazy theories? You can't prove that. How could you prove such a thing? Look at this picture. The victim is wearing the same clothes and the same kind of a hat. So? I told you, the hat was given back to me by the conductor. So what if it's in that picture? That doesn't mean it was me. Yeah, I was the one who gave him his hat back when he arrived. So where's your proof? How's that so? That's funny, because if you got the hat back when the train ride is finished, then this picture shouldn't be possible. Why is that? Because this picture was taken a day after the murder. Oh. Well, alright then. So that is indeed the hat in the picture, so why are you wearing it right now? But there's the final evidence. If you're here and you're not the victim, then that means if we go back to check the crime scene, will we find the body? We won! I think. That was, definitely Ace Attorney-esque. I had an insane amount of taxes I hadn't paid, and I blew all my money on the student hat. I couldn't pay back my unpaid taxes, and I would have been sent to Deadbird prison, so I made a deal with the college and Anonymous to fake my death and pin it on Goodman. I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling defense attorneys. Oh sure, blame it on the defense attorney. What a disappointment. Guess I'm not executing the defendant. Ugh. The court declares the defendant, Goodman, not guilty. Court adjourned. Do I can try a different ending? No. No, I would not. I'm good. Now, cool that there's other endings. You know what I am. Dead Bird Court Lobby, January 15th. Congrats, darling. We won the case. Can't believe we pulled that one off like a magic trick. Yeah. And thus, Hat Kid and DJ Grooves won the case. This would not be Hat Kid's last case. In fact, it wasn't even our first. In the future, Hat Kid would go on to take on many cases. Will we see them? Maybe. Probably. Not right now. He's attorney at Hat Kid and Crime Act 2, a mafia-styled turnabout. Coming eventually. That was fun. I look forward to seeing where the rest of this goes. Though I'm gonna have to, like, mute the entirety of the, the game for that to, like, be okay to not get sued by Capcom. Anyway, I'm gonna end the episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe for more. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And thank you to Stroll, Let Me Own, Whirly Bird for supporting me on Patreon this month. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!